بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. قال السديس رحمة الله عليه, he's talking about one of his classmates, or one of his uh, friends from madrasa time. His name was Maulana Ashik Ilahi Bulan Shahri. So he was saying how clever he was. So he was saying that he became a hafiz in 6 months. He completed a Quran recitation not recitation, memorization. He completed Quran memorization in 6 months. And then after that, in another 6 months, he said he then the first year books, he's then from Ibtidai Arabi and Farsi. So normally in Madrasa we start from the first year, and they used to learn Persian first. So Persian 1-2 years, in the first year in Arabic, and then the second year. So and then the second year called Hidayat al-Nahu. So he learned Hifz in 6 months, and then another 6 or 9 months he started doing all the Arabic books. And in another 6 months he completed year 1. He completed Persian, the whole Persian course, and he also completed year 1 and year 2 of the Alimir course in 6 months. And then he said what he used to do, he used to do all of this by himself, on his own. And what he used to solve the text himself. He used to read the Ibara, translate it, or wherever he gets stuck, he'll come to ask a teacher. So the point from this is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this morning I was talking about people who were slightly weak. There's also examples of that. Maulana Azazali rahmatullah alayhi, he was a very weak student, and he ended up writing the commentary, the footnotes on Nurul Idah. He ended up writing the whole Nafs al-Arab, the Hashan Nafs al-Arab. Some of the students are very, very clever and intelligent, but because they don't have any, they're not aware of what they can achieve. So they just think, okay, if I just learn my sabak and achieve something, what more do I need to do? That's it. But if you got Allah's given you capacity, you got good memory, so why not use that and make good use of your time? If you're clever, you know you're intelligent, Allah's given you good memory, you can learn things very easily. And don't just suffice, oh, I know it and that's it, done. Go beyond this. Yeah. So let's say you know the book. So have you read the footnotes? Because the time that you have right now, you are half an hour in class, you're studying, and in 5 minutes you learn it, you know what's going on, and you're doing nothing in class. Why not just try and read the Hashia? And you guys are so fortunate. Like, read. If somebody asks me, what shara should I read? You say, well, you don't really need a shara. If you're really excelling student, you got a lot of time, maybe. But if you just read the Hawashi on many of our books, it's sufficient. It's a lot. The Hawashi is very good. If you just read that, it's so much. Like, it's basically the maghz and the khulasa and the essence and the summary of all the shuruh. If you read that, seldomly you need to go beyond this. So if you've got the intelligence, capacity, the time, then use it. He didn't say, oh, I'm clever, so I can learn 1 page a day, I learn it, and I go and play the rest of the time. He thought, well, instead of me just learning 1 page, I can learn 5-6 pages a day. I can do the whole thing quickly. Yes. He didn't think, oh, it's easy for me. I'll just learn my basic stuff and then I just spend the rest of my time just relaxing and playing. He's like, no, I've got ability, capacity. So he did like 2 or 3 years work in within 6-7 months. So this is possible, but you have to have ambition. That not just here to cover a bit, get out with, fulfill responsibility, and I'm done. It's like, no, I want to achieve, get the best I can become. I keep saying that the reason that we don't achieve anything, we have lack of ambition. Lack of ambition. If we read the stories of the ulama before, what they achieve, like if you got a small textbook or you got a poem, memorize the poems. You're young, you got nothing else to do, you got the capacity, learn the poems by heart. Learn the text by heart. These good poems by heart. The Arabic will happen. Your vocabulary will increase. Your ability to read will get better. It'll come in handy in life. So all of these things are there. If you've got time, read the shuruh, write notes, improve. So many other things. Read other books. You're doing a seerah, Qisan Nabiyin, the basic seerah book. Why not go read other seerah books? Why not say, well, this is a basic story in here. I'm going to do more research. You're studying hadith, cross-reference the hadith. All of these things, then use your time, use the ability it has given you. If you have weak ability, keep trying. Allah open up ways for you. If you've got ability, the goal is not simply I learned my sabak and I passed. That's not the goal. The goal is to acquire knowledge. And so if you have more ability, do more. Don't just suffice that I've done my job. No. Go and read more research, learn it by heart, read more books. Like sometimes if you say, well, I like literature, and this book I've done my sabak, are there any other books in literature that I can read? You like Seerah, say, well, Seerah is really interesting. Another Seerah book, another book about Sahaba. I want to read about Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, read about Umar radiallahu anhu. You like poetry, you like go and look other books. Tafsir, Asatiza. I like Quran, And Quran translation is quite easy. I can memorize the Quran translation very easily. I want to do more. What should I read? Go and excel and go beyond this. We should be, you should be coming like, look, I'm proud in tafsir. What does this mean? I've read this tafsir in the Quran. What we're doing on the sabak from the Quran translation this week. I got all of that, but this I don't know what this means. That's how you'll build ability. You'll get better. And if you don't have ambition to get this, you won't do anything. This suffice. Yes, don't be like this. That just it's disappointing. So many of them, Allah give me some teenagers have so much like young, sharp kids, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, really sharp. But it's become lazy. They just because they get stuff done, they become lazy, no ambition, no goal. Don't become like this. Become somebody who's I want to become the best. Memorize my books. I want if you're good at qira'ah, and you don't just say, okay, I've done what the guy said. How can I do more? Maybe I can even do the other qira'at. Whatever field you like. When you got Allah's giving you talent, use that talent. Don't suffice on the bare minimum. That person will never. That's mediocrity. That's not. You have to see excellence. Allah loves ihsan in everything. Everything you do it to the best of your ability. You understand? If I exam paper, don't say, oh, it's exam paper, I don't answer, scribble an answer. No, so I want to write this answer in such a way that the teacher is impressed by mine. Not to impress the teacher, but if you do it in a good way, you get dua from the teacher. Write the answer in a way that is structured, it's laid out. You see, well, write the answer, you write the answer. You can see that the person put effort in because if it's two possibilities, possibility number one, number two has two branches, 2A, 2B, and you have even numbers in different color. You have an underline. Because this person put effort in the exam paper, as opposed to the right answer, we just quickly scribble it. It's like this is very poor. This is nothing you would do. Like you have to have, and to do this, you have to see what. That's why you have to read the books of the ulama of the past, so you can see, okay, what did they achieve? Now, if you think, oh, if you look Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, he memorized thousands of ahadith. So you say, well, I can't memorize thousands of ahadith, but I can at least try and memorize some ahadith. At least all the ahadith in this book, only 500 in this book, I can memorize this much. If you learn that how the Ayyim used to sit down and they used to analyze the hadith. They said, well, I can try doing this as well. They used to write this write notes on how this write. They look at your teachers or your the ulama of the past, how they used to do this. You could follow in the footsteps. But if you don't have anybody before you compare yourself to, you think, I come first in class, I come second in class. That's nothing. That's such a low ambition, low target. Your target should be, no, I want to master the science. You should just know what tafsir. I just mean know all the tafasir are available. Or forget reading the sharh of the hadith. Some students don't even know the shuruk of the hadith. What's the commentary of Bukhari? What's the commentary of Tirmidhi? What's the commentary of Abu Dawud? What are the tafasir? What's the difference between Tabari and Qurtubi? Between Qurtubi and Ibn Ashur's Tahrir wa Tanwir? You don't even know that. You have English translation. What's the best English translation? What's the newer translation? What's the older translation? What's the difference in the translation? What's the shuruk of Hidayah? You know all of these. Pick up all of these things. You have to have shawq. You have to have zeal. You have to have passion. Dictionaries. What are the good dictionaries? What's the English to Arabic dictionary, Arabic to English, Arabic to Arabic, which one is brief, which one is bigger, the lughat are mutaradifat. But if it is simple, I learned my sabak and that's it, close the book. You never get anything. You would just think that you're achieving something because compared to other students in class, you learned that. But that's very low thinking. You understand? Become ambitious. I want to become a great mufassir. They're not really great tafsirs in English. All of them are just translations of the other ones, as far as I know. I don't think there's any great tafsir in English. It's all translations. If there is this translation Ma'arif al-Quran or translation Bayan al-Quran? So no, I want to write one. Why not? If you have that as an ambition, I want to become a mufassir. You will make dua, you work accordingly, and you try it that hard. If you don't have the ambition, your goal is, I just want to pass my exam. What's the point of that? What have you achieved? I want to become a great mufti. So then you work accordingly. You study the usul shashi properly. You study hidayah properly. You start reading other books. You start saying, how do you become mufti? You become familiar with all the books in that field. Then you get somewhere. I want to become a great, I love language. So you start learning, what the poets, pre-Jahili poets, what did they used to write? How did they used to write? What's the difference? It's any field. You have to have that ambition. If you don't have ambition, you won't even make the effort, you won't make dua, you wouldn't work accordingly. So the thing is, if Allah's given you talent, don't waste your talent. Don't waste it. Use it properly. Yes? Use it properly. And have ambition, goal. And even of those of you who are, somebody who go in other field, you're at school, then just become an accountant, that's it. Become the best in your field. Don't just become get this guy. That's those kind of people never excel. They become, as I said, all you become in life is a tombstone. You live, you die, and it's a record that so and so lived for X, Y, and Z dates, and we don't know anything about him. Is that what you want to become? I just live and died and nothing. You know, no legacy. Your children not legacy. You don't have a legacy in ilm, a legacy in knowledge, a legacy in amal. Nobody remembers you. You just That's it. No, you have to become more than this. What did Sayyidina Ibrahim dua? وَاجْعَلْ لِي لِسَانَ صِدْقٍ فِي الْآخِرِينَ. I want to be remembered that I leave كَانَ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. That when I pass away, people remember that this person left a legacy. Yes? So when you see today, in the Hajj Rahmatullah, he left a legacy. His books, he's written so much, we can't read what he's written. When you look at other ulama, other scholars, different things, they've written so much, there's so much work. But if you don't even aspire, so the first step is, sometimes you see people laugh at you, oh, is that what you can't become like that. Let somebody laugh. Let them laugh at you. But you may reach a level, you may not, but at least you get somewhere. If you aim for to become a Premier League footballer, you might end up playing Sunday League somewhere. If you don't even do anything, you won't get anywhere. You have to have a target. If you have no target, you won't get anywhere. If you have a high target, if you aim to the skies, you might fall on the clouds. And if you aim to just jump 2 feet, you're never going to get off the floor. So have ambition. That's the thing. When Allah's given talent, don't suffice on the bare minimum. Use it to your capacity. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability to act upon this.